First Alert Weather Extra, we've declared your Sunday night into Monday a First Alert weather day for a low-end threat of severe weather. We're on your side with the timing of the event and when we can expect this system to move out of our area.
And we bring you a great update to the drought monitor, as well as if this weekend system will help clear the drought entirely.
And on this last day of Severe Weather Awareness Week, we talk about how to prepare your generator in the event of a power outage.
WBRC Fox 6 News. First Alert Weather Extra starts now.
And so glad to have meteorologist Shanti Rodriguez with us today.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, we see your picture with the team all the time. So
here I am.
Hey, this is a big week, Severe Weather Preparedness Week. So a lot of topics that we've been covering from all aspects, right?
Exactly, and today Tony and I had the opportunity to talk to some kids about it, and it was a great experience. So I'm just happy to be here with you all today.
Yeah, well, that's
great. We're glad to have you, Shanti. It's really great to have you in the studio, and also we had so much fun with those kids earlier.
We did.
Stick around for that part of the show. Definitely want to show you guys that.
All right, we're going to check back in with you guys. I want to show you right now, first off, the next big thing that's on the way. We have a first alert for some heavier rain coming this weekend. I know we've been talking a lot all week about the chance for rain this weekend, but hey, the good thing is we've had some nice breaks out there today. The new developments on this, and the one thing that has changed is this entire system. It has shifted a bit further north. The good side of that is our weekend won't be a total washout. You want to try to squeeze in some plans for Saturday, tomorrow. Looks like we'll have those opportunities, but late tomorrow night, that heavy rain, it's still coming. It's going to move in late tomorrow night and into Saturday. Right now, this is all we see is just a couple of spotty showers. So if you're about to head out, you have Friday night plans. You can see the wet weather is very isolated. We have some rain. This is Verbena, Mountain Creek, far southern part of our coverage area, moving into Chilton County there, and just south or close to Lake Mitchell there's that moves to the north, and just a little shower right there tracking just outside of Clanton. That's moving to the north towards Jemison. So you may have a few sprinkles there moving to the north, but the rain chances, as you can see, still going way up here over the next couple of days, and we have declared a first alert weather day for Sunday night and into early Monday, because what we're seeing now with this system trending in this direction, it's bringing in more of that instability. So we could see a couple of strong to severe storms Sunday night and into Monday. That's why we have declared a first alert weather day. But the rain chance is also going up. The main thing out of this, of course, still the big story is going to be the rain. We need to watch out, of course, for isolated flooding in some locations. But the first alert weather day is going to be for mostly Sunday into Monday. The heavier rain begins tomorrow night, and that flood risk will start on Sunday, continuing into Monday. And then we have a window during the morning hours on Monday where we could see a strong to severe thunderstorm. And I want to show you some of the ingredients here. This is some of the severe weather products that we have. This is the combination of spin and instability. So when you see this combination, that means those conditions are becoming more favorable for isolated tornadoes. And that threat, you can see there during the early morning Monday showing up in some of the data. So that really caught my attention today, and one of the reasons why we have declared a first alert weather day. Just need to watch it. It's a low end risk, but some of the ingredients, as you can tell, are there. And when you look at the lightning forecast, again, not seeing much tomorrow, but once we get into Sunday, there's 3 o'clock. Let's take it beyond 3 o'clock. You can see we start to see indicators there of some lightning, and that means, of course, thunderstorm development could start happening there during the evening on Sunday. So again, some heavier rain moving in, and when you get those thunderstorms, you get that convective rain. You have an increasing risk for localized flooding, so we'll have to watch out there late Sunday. But despite that, even during the day Sunday, I know we have a 90% chance for rain. There's probably going to be some in-between periods even on Sunday. We had that next wave late tomorrow night and into Sunday, and then again, those rain chances will be ramping up again as we go into late Sunday and into a Monday of next week. And while we continue talking about the wet weather on the way, it's also a good time to mention the significant change in the drought monitor. Meteorologist Matt Daniel and Mickey Ferguson joined us with an update.
So we got the latest drought monitor yesterday, and as we expected, we saw some significant improvement.
It really has. There's a lot of places in our area that are not under a drought at all, but we still have a moderate drought, as you can see, in the places like Coleman County, Blount, Etowah County, a couple of places up there in the northeast Alabama.
Yeah, but just abnormally dry conditions now in Jefferson, and in about 74% of the state. drought-free.
Hey, 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 I like it.
How about that?
So how about some more rainfall this weekend? We could use some.
And and if we get more rain, which we were expecting, that could pretty much get rid of the drought. So it looks like the heaviest totals are going to be in North Alabama, where we're still seeing those drought conditions.
So typically in this month, in the month of February, you get almost 5 inches of rain in Birmingham, a little over 5 1/4 in Tuscaloosa, and 5 inches in Anniston. And we're on the way there. I mean, it's still early. What is this, the 9th day of the month? And we have already picked up 1.5 inches to 2 inches in some locations.
That's right. We could pick up a few more going into the next 3 to 4 days. And of course, here's a look at those drought differences. Like I said, 74% of the state now drought-free. Last week, about 37 or so percent of the state was drought-free. So we're seeing those major improvements. We can thank El Nino. Normally, El Ninos give us wet weather. Now, we're showing you a diagram right here. I have to stand on my
Yeah, we're behind the trees.
Yeah, we're behind the trees.
Yeah.
We're talking about flooding, of course. Flash flooding could be an issue over the weekend. So we just want to talk about weather safety since it is weather awareness.
over there.
There we go. All right. We're talking about those rural impacts. So we're talking about areas with rivers, lakes, streams. Those are where we get those river flood warnings. You can get excessive rainfall rates, raises the levels of those streams, and then that can cause overflow and cause some flash flooding. So you know what we're talking about. If you live near those bodies of water, rivers, you probably experience it. Won't get a lot of rain.
Yeah, you really aren't surprised when we get a heavy rainfall. The surprise comes when you're in the urban areas, areas that don't necessarily flood. You know, the soil is kind of like a sponge. Once it gets filled up, the water's got to go somewhere, and a lot of times it'll go excessively to the storm drains, overflow, and then start flooding in some of our cities.
That's right. So just make sure when it comes to those storm drains, if you can find a way to clear them out, your gutters as well. Probably a good idea when we expect a lot of rain, which is what we're thinking about as we go into the upcoming weekend. But let's just show you how dangerous water can be. Just standing over here on this particular side, Mickey, when it comes to a human being
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm right over here.
Okay.
Just 6 inches of standing water, by the way, can sweep a person away, especially if it's moving.
And the weird thing about flooding, when you have flash flooding, the odd thing is a lot of people have problems in their vehicles. 12 inches of water, just a foot of water, can cause a vehicle to be swept away. And we had an incident this past week in the news of somebody's vehicle turned upside down. She had to get out of her car and get on the bottom of her car to get rescued.
Yeah, water is very powerful, so never underestimate it. So that's why we always tell you, if it looks like the road's flooded, you can't see the road underneath the water, just stop where you're at, turn around, don't drown is what we try to say. And just 18 inches of standing water that's moving can even sweep away a smaller truck.
That's a foot and a half to you and me.
There you go.
Okay.
I just saw the number and decided to read it. But that's just a little look at your flood safety, of course. Monitor the forecast over the weekend as the rain moves in. We'll keep you updated through the WBRC First Alert weather app.
And across America, Wisconsin seeing a rare weather event for the month of February. Check out this cell phone video that was taken last night in Evansville. According to the National Weather Service, this was the first time a tornado was recorded in the state during the month of February. It happened during a storm system that also brought strong winds, lightning, and hail to the state. The area suffered damage to trees, roofs, and power lines. And in northern Arizona, heavy snowfall on Thursday caused major roadways to shut down. This comes as the atmospheric river that brought heavy rain to California continues to move through parts of Arizona. Reports saying that parts of the Interstate 17 were closed, even causing one trucker to pull over just before another major interstate had to close. He says that this was a shocking turn of events.
It's pretty brutal, actually. About 40 miles east of here, it was nice and sunny, 47 degrees. Now all of a sudden it's 20 degrees and 5 inches of snow. Welcome to Arizona.
Welcome to Arizona. And just a bit farther south in Phoenix, more than 100 flights were delayed due to the weather and those low-lying clouds. But don't go anywhere, because in 30 seconds, we wrap up Severe Weather Awareness Week by teaching you how to properly prepare your generator. We'll be right back.
Well, time for a radar check. Welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra. Still a lot of clouds out there today, but the wet weather is still very, very spotty. A couple of showers in areas to the south. Actually seeing a little shower here, may lift into Greene County. So folks, just from Forkland down to Demopolis, you may notice there a little shower tracking to the north. But I want to back the view out, show you to the north. That's where we're seeing some pockets of heavier rain. This is what's going to be dropping south tomorrow night. Notice a severe thunderstorm there near the Little Rock area. Nashville actually had a storm earlier, so there are some storms to the north, and these temperatures have made quite the recovery out there today. Just incredible. We've had readings topping 70 degrees in some locations, and that's going to fuel some of those thunderstorms, especially by Sunday and into Monday of next week. But we've been talking a lot about the First Alert Weather Day coming up Sunday night and into Monday, and of course this week we've been preparing because we know it's around the corner. That's severe weather season. It's Severe Weather Awareness Week, and sometimes that severe weather can cause power outages. So in this week's Consumer Reports, we bring tips on how you can prepare your generator in the event of a strong thunderstorm.
If you've spent money on a portable gasoline generator, the last thing you want is trouble starting it when a storm hits. Consumer Reports says there are simple steps to keep it up and running. Always have enough fuel on hand. You'll need more than just what the generator's tank can hold. Figure on 12 to 20 gallons per day to keep it running 24/7. Add a fuel stabilizer to keep the fuel fresh. If your gas is old, your generator might be difficult to start, won't run properly, or it might not run at all. This also eliminates the need to drain your tank when you're done using your generator. To save fuel, run the generator for several hours to get your essentials like your fridge cold, and then turn it off. Next, pay attention to the oil. Many portable generators automatically shut off if the engine oil gets too low, so check the oil before you even start your generator to avoid disruptions in your power, or worse, damaging your generator. If the oil is low, add only enough to bring the level to the full mark. Your generator needs exercise. Once a month, start it up and let it run for 20 minutes. This burns off moisture, lubricates the engine, and recharges the battery. If you want to go the extra mile, check the filters. Change paper air filters if they're visibly dirty. For foam filters, clean it in soapy water, let dry, and re-oil according to the manufacturer's instructions. Many generators have a filter cup at the fuel tank opening. If it's dirty, tap out any solid bits and wipe with a clean rag. And remember, avoid carbon monoxide exposure. Never run your generator indoors, not even in your garage, near open windows or doors. This is Teresa Panetta.
Welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra, and we still have the clouds and also some milder temperatures. You can tell it's really starting to feel a bit milder across the state, and a couple of isolated showers have been showing up out there, especially for areas to the south. I was seeing a little shower that was right around Kelly's Crossroads here down in Coosa County. If you're watching me around Bentleyville and Rockford, giving you the first alert, little shower there moving off to the north, but that's about it. So Tuscaloosa dry at the moment. Birmingham to Anniston here, we're not seeing a lot of wet weather. Gadsden by 10 o'clock just showing clouds. It looks like we're going to be in good shape for tonight. And we get into the day for tomorrow, and the rain chances for tomorrow have backed way off because the system has trended a bit further north. So the good news here is that the entire weekend will not be a washout. That's been the nice trend, but late tomorrow night it's coming. We're going to have the rain, and there still could be some scattered showers tomorrow. That's 11 o'clock. Let's take it to lunchtime and into the evening. You can see maybe an isolated storm or isolated shower, that chance is there, but this is the heavier stuff you see to the north. That's going to start moving in late tomorrow night. Drops in, there's 5 a.m. on Sunday, showing some heavier rain, maybe some thunderstorms there around Gardendale, pushing in towards Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Utah area. Also Center and Gadsden, around Altoona and up towards places like Baileyton there. But the rain chance in the morning, that moves on through, might actually see some breaks just in time around late morning there for the drive to church. You can see the afternoon, though, rain comes back and a good coverage. And this is when we really have to watch it, Sunday night and a Monday. Some heavy rain in some spots, and that's when we could have some localized flooding issues. So just stay weather alert, especially in those flood-prone areas, but also enough instability and wind shear. I'm concerned there might be a severe storm threat that could set up late Sunday, especially for areas here to the south. We'll have to watch it there Sunday night and in the early Monday morning. But once the system moves on through Monday, I promise some big improvements that will be on the way. But what kind of impacts this weekend? Again, tomorrow looks like just mostly scattered showers during the day, but by Sunday night and into Monday, an increasing risk for some localized flooding, some breezy conditions, and there will be a tornado risk, a low-end tornado risk setting up based on some of the data that we're seeing today. Could be down into South Alabama, but it could be closer to home, so we'll have to watch how that data trends over the weekend. Some of the guidance today suggesting, at least in parts of our area, we could see that risk by early Monday morning. But you can see rain total still showing 2 inches in most areas there at least, and we'll probably have over 3 inches of rain in some areas as we look at the 7-day forecast into next week. Again, that's a first alert weather day and an early Monday, and then we have improving weather and dry weather conditions for Valentine's Day. Lots of sunshine into next week. But we're so excited here in the First Alert Weather Center. We have not only another meteorologist, but a bilingual meteorologist. And it's so important for us, and especially here in Alabama. I think back to April 27th, I heard so many stories. Meteorologist Shinty Rodriguez, and if you don't know, Shinty joined our team. It's been what, a few months?
It's been 3 months already.
Yes.
Like 3 months. Time flies, definitely.
It definitely does. But you have been sending out lots of updates
Every day.
I know from April 27th and over the years that there's a big language barrier when it comes to weather safety and understanding the kind of weather that we deal with here in Alabama.
Sadly, that's the situation. We didn't have the tools to get the information out to the Hispanic community. And now I'm just honored and glad that we are here, we're doing the job, and we're getting the information out every day. They can find the information on our website, on our weather app. And I think today is a great day to download our weather app if we don't have it, because we have the First Alert Weather Day for Sunday and Monday, so it's a great time to do it.
A great time to do it and get the information. Well, Shinty, you put together a little video clip here, and it's targeted to those out there to know where to go to get weather information, and it's for, if you don't understand tornado warning in English, it's to help kind of break that barrier and provide that information. It's something you may want to hang on to if you know anyone in your social circle may need this information. A great source for getting local warnings, local severe weather information, so we'll pass that along.
Yeah, that's right. And not only for severe weather, but for every day. We have weather every day, so it's important to prepare, and the information is there completely in Spanish. So it's a great tool.
All right, let's check it out.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy la meteoróloga Shinty Rodríguez y quiero invitarlos a que descarguen nuestra aplicación de First Alert Weather completamente gratis para que puedan recibir toda la información sobre las condiciones del tiempo en español. Una vez tenga la aplicación puede ir a la sección de primera alerta del tiempo al final de la página principal. También puede visitar nuestra página web wbrc.com. Vaya a la pestaña de First Alert Weather y ahí encontrará la sección de primera alerta del tiempo.
And there you go. Nice explainer, where to get that information. So I really appreciate you putting that together. But also, once again, just tell folks at home, you know, a lot of times they see us on television tracking storms, tracking severe weather, where we can find your information.
My information is going to be in the Primera Alerta del Tiempo tab. We can find it, like we said, in the weather app, also in our website, and we have the forecast for every day. I upload it there. Also, Facebook is a great tool. I'm posting every day, so it's important to follow me, Shanti Rodriguez. So that's where we have the information, and the weather app is also a great tool because we have the radar and all of the alerts are there. So it's a great tool for us to download and to have, and very important.
Very important. Well, thank you so much, Shanti, for joining us here today and to talk about that. And of course, we're going to talk a lot more about this First Alert weather day that we have coming up Sunday night and into Monday. Right now, I want to head back over to meteorologist Tania Michelle. And Tania, as we go beyond the 7-day forecast, looks like another weekend coming up where we could actually see some more heavy rain.
Yeah, Wes, I'm not really happy about it. We have got to break this weekend rainy weather trend. I'm not for it. The weekend comes and I don't just want to rest. I want to be out and about having fun outdoors like many of you. But sad to say that it looks like beyond our 7-day, we do have more wet weather. Next weekend, February 17th through the 18th, some more showers or at least a rain chance in our forecast. And then we have more rain by the week following the next week. We've got February the 20th and February 21st with some rain in our forecast. That's a Tuesday and Wednesday. But I do want to remind you that this weekend, of course, we have some wet weather in our forecast. Like we said, Wes was mentioning earlier, it's not a complete washout, neither Saturday or Sunday, but there will be periods of heavy rainfall, and we can't rule out the threat for a strong storm as well. So we have declared Sunday into your Monday morning a first alert weather day for the threat of some strong storms. But there's also a flood potential as well. Not only do I want to talk about the weather calendar and a look at when we see our next chances for rain, but maybe you're asking me, Tania, how are our temperatures looking 7 to 10 days out from now, or maybe 8 to 14 days out from now? So we're going to take a real quick look at our rain chance breakdown here. Notice that here across central Alabama, there's not a lot of blue on our screen because between February 17th through the 23rd, looks like our temperatures are going to be around average, if not just very slightly below it. So we can't complain about that. Our environment is really correcting itself in terms of that forecast. But here in the southeast, we're all too familiar with the devastation severe storms can bring. So Shinty and I connected with a STEM club over Zoom to educate students on the importance of severe weather preparedness. Take a look at this video. This is video of Shinty and I speaking with 2nd through 5th graders. This after-school program is called Life Beyond STEM. It was created by Melissa Ellis to educate her students. She is also the founder of Life Beyond Water, a nonprofit committed to supplying clean drinking water, offering disaster relief, and providing education to support areas afflicted by water scarcity. Shinty and I were able to read my children's book, Weather Wonders, Exploring the Skies with Mom, and we broke down how to be safe during a severe storm and gave them a virtual studio tour. Look at that, Shinty walking them around the studio, showing them the green screen, all of the cool weather gadgets we have. There's Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt walking there in the background. It was so fun. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I know Shinty did as well. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more First Alert Weather.
And it looks like this weekend, we're still talking about some of that heavier rain. It's going to be moving in Saturday night and also into Sunday, and then a severe risk. We're going to talk more about that first alert weather day and the 7-day forecast tonight, first at 9.